Alright, so this video, my dysphoria is getting way out of hand because now I'm having eating disorder thoughts. Yeah, it all started when about a month or so ago, or maybe just earlier this month. I don't know, time blindness, go figure. I was really sick and I had a lot of nausea, I had throwing up, I could barely eat anything, and if I did eat, there was a 50-50 shot it would end up in the toilet. And during that time, I lost a shit ton of weight. Like, I was under my goal weight. Clothes I had that didn't quite fit right in a long time fit me perfectly. I was even able to go out and get new shit that was smaller than my usual clothes and they fit well, so huge confidence boost there. But now that I'm not sick anymore and I'm eating actual meals, I'm gaining weight again. And it's kind of freaking me out because I feel like what little progress I made is now being completely undone and I'm never going to lose the weight again. And it's turning into a spiraling kind of thing. Now, I brought up dysphoria in the beginning because from that little rant, it doesn't sound related, but I am the king of overthinking shit. So I've been thinking about these thoughts and I realized part of it is from dysphoria. A big part of it, actually, because being fat, I have curves. And I hate that I have curves because it just further marks me as woman. And I mean, honestly, I'd rather not be perceived as anything. I'd rather just be some kind of neutral, gender vague, whatever the fuck. But that's not the society we live in. The society we live in, you have to be classed as male or female, which is stupid, but that's just how it is. And if I have to be put in one box or another, I'd rather be put in the male box. Because gender wise, I feel more male than I do female. Like, there's a reason I say I'm a demi boy. I identify with masculinity, but not to the point where I feel like I'm a binary trans man. So I'm almost I'm an almost man, not like diet man, man light, whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite male, not entirely, but I'm masculine enough that I'd rather be perceived as male if I have to be one or the other, which is hard to do when you have noticeable curves. And it also ties into the top surgery thing because even though BMI is bullshit, that's like I have to be a certain number. And this arbitrary number, aside from cost, is what determines whether or not I'll be able to even get top surgery. So being under my goal weight and actually having the BMI I needed was a huge boost. And now that I'm eating healthy again, I'm pretty sure I've lost that boost. And it's again freaking me out. I don't think I'm gonna go um full eating disorder because I I overthink everything. So just the knowledge that I'm susceptible to it right now will hopefully save me from actually doing it. But who knows? Regardless, I want to get ahead of this. So I'm going to look into going back to therapy. If not for the eating disorder thoughts, then for the gender thoughts because that are contributing to the eating disorder thoughts. Anyway, I just thought I'd kind of rant slash air that out a bit. Just just because I know, at least in the trans community, like eating disorders are very common. Like I have a friend. She's a binary trans woman, and she recently started struggling with bulimia, and it's rough out there, and I'm really going through it. So here's hoping I can keep my head above water and not fall into the trap. I really hope I don't fall into that trap. I I don't. It could wreck my body in ways that'll make top surgery impossible, anyways. But at the same time, it's like, but think of all the weight I would lose in the process of going back to only eating like protein shakes once or twice a day. Sure, sure, starving myself is bad, but I starved before and I got down to below 250. Think of how much more I could lose, and those are really, really bad thoughts that I shouldn't be having. But they're there. And I've just got to find a way to get out of those thoughts and repair my relationship with eating and food and my weight. Things that got all screwed up when I got sick and lost a bunch of weight, and my reward centers in my brain went nuts because I lost weight. Ends justify the means, except not really, not in this case. I'm losing the plot here. Just know that things are a little complicated on my end, and it's dysphoria related, and I'm trying to be all right.